chapter 27 is making moves. Making a move towards doing what's really important to us. We're all pretty good at setting long-term goals and having a vision of where we'd like to go and how we'd like things to be different and how we'd like to change. But it's in the smaller steps on the way there that things can kind of break down and we find it's harder to follow through. What can happen is we have the bigger vision, but at the times that we go to break down things into smaller steps, those steps just seem in the kind of too hard basket, or we're pretty good at explaining away to ourselves why they don't have to happen right now. And here's what might be happening. If you want to take a piece of paper, or I even cut out a coin, because this is a double-sided coin we're talking about here. If you put on one side of your cutout coin, or just your piece of paper, what your value is that you really want to move towards. And you can also write down what the larger goal is that you want to move towards. Then flip it over and write on the back, what do you expect to have coming up? What are you expecting to be feeling as you start to move towards those goals? So for my value, I had present, being present. For my longer term goal, it's to get good at listening. And so what I'm expecting I'm likely going to have if I'm trying to listen to a teenager is I'm likely to have some feelings coming up of anxiety, sadness, anger. I might have some guilt, I might have some shame, I might decide to have a lot of thoughts that are about how parenting was not done the way it should have been, all kinds of ideas that might come into my head. And I have to be willing to have those if I'm going to be taking the step. So if my step is actually staying with it and listening when my teen is having a tantrum and choosing not to say anything, just to really be present and listen, then I'm going to have to be willing to have all those feelings. So it can be helpful to do this little double-sided coin exercise and just be aware of what it is that you're signing up for when you set out to achieve a goal, and when you break that down into shorter term goals. You're likely to have things coming up. You need to be prepared for that and be willing to feel those in order to take those steps.